So as we continue with this whole concept of signs, wonders and miracles, now we've seen pretty clearly coming up to the cross where signs, wonders and miracles were very much a part of Israel's history and their makeup. Come on this side, come on this side. Yeah, let's go down. And what is important, once again, just to realize is that by the time Jesus Christ gives his instructions to disciples to wait in Jerusalem as he ascends back to glory in heaven, he says, wait, I'll send you the Holy Spirit. And they do that. They follow that instruction, they wait, and 10 days later, what is known as the day of Pentecost, the Holy Spirit comes down for the purpose of empowering them so they could carry on where Jesus Christ left off. And that's exactly what they did. They were empowered and they kept doing fantastic signs, wonders and miracles. The shadow of Peter was healing people, and those spirits and evil spirits were being cast out, and amazing miracles were taking place. Remember, Jesus would tell them that you will be doing greater things even than me. Yeah? And this was it. And the whole idea was to still continue to show the nation of Israel that the power of Christ is still there. And the one whom you rejected and crucified, please believe him. That was the message. And Peter and the other apostles preached their hearts out, doing exactly that. But they still continued in their unbelief. And finally, when they stoned Stephen, God decides now to put that on hold, to push it out to a future date, and then bring in his new program. Now, God knew they would reject. Now, the question is, if God knew, then why did he continue with them? Well, that's something beyond the comprehension, because it was a valid offer, even though God knew. But he gave them every opportunity. But now, what he had kept secret in his mind ever since the world began, the very next event after the stoning of Stephen, we find that God raises the Apostle Paul and reveals to him the new doctrine of grace. And from that point, what begins is a transition from everything that was under the law and bringing into the limelight everything that is now under grace. So just remember once again that this transition took place over a period of about 40 years. We can't make a transition overnight or suddenly, because that would confuse chaos and confusion. Those living in India they know that, when suddenly the big denomination notes of the 2000s were invalid overnight, it created chaos in the country. But when it's transition, then things are a lot smoother. They have their issues, but then a transition always takes time. And that is what is important to understand. The book of Acts is primarily a book of transition from coming out from under the law and under the umbrella of grace. God bless you and have a blessed day as we continue this in the next session.